Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Chula Love. Okay guys, so today I have another cooking video for you. So we are going to be making Nigerian scrambled eggs or Nigerian eggs with plantain. Okay, so every time I make this, like my friends are always like, oh my gosh, like how do you make these eggs? Like even though to us it's like nothing, but I guess to them, since they have a different way of making eggs, it's different. But so I'm gonna be making Nigerian scrambled eggs with plantain, the OG breakfast, the best breakfast. You cannot go wrong with this meal. And a lot of people don't know how to make it, even though it's super simple. So I'm just decided, like, why not put this on my channel so you guys can be eating good like I eat good, okay? But before we get to that, I need you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe. Heavy unsubscribe, and we'll get into it. Okay guys, so I have all my ingredients laid out in front of me of what I need to make the eggs and also the plantain. I've already went ahead and chopped everything up, but basically here's the main things you're gonna need. I have you want your eggs to be as colorful as possible. You wanna hit all of the colors. It makes the eggs super tasteful, super enjoyable, and it just looks prettier. I like to eat pretty food, so. But I have my orange pepper, red pepper, green pepper, and yellow pepper. And then I have my carrots, and I also have tomatoes and an onion. And then alongside that, I also have my spinach. We always put spinach in our eggs. We like spinach in this house, so we add spinach to our eggs. But as you see, I have already chopped everything up. I have my onion and carrots, as well as my peppers, my red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, and my yellow peppers. And then we have our tomatoes. And it doesn't matter how you chop them up. It's just really basically your own preference. You can make things bigger or smaller depending on how you like things. I also have my eggs. I'm gonna be making a dozen of eggs, but I have a big family, so we always have to make so much for everybody to have enough to eat. And then I'm also gonna be using for seasoning Miss Dash. I have my seasoning salt and my regular salt. You also need to make sure you have your garlic and your ginger. Again, I hate garlic and ginger, but it makes for good, tasteful food, so I always use it in there. As long as I can't taste it, I don't mind, but I do not like those two things. And then I have my plantain, which I've already went ahead and made most of it, but I'm gonna show you guys how I cut it up and how I fry it and all things like that. So these are all the things you're gonna need. This is what you need to collect from the store when you're going to figure out how to make your food. Let me know in the comments if you add anything else, any type of other seasoning to your eggs besides what I've listed here. But yeah, that's all you need, and then we're gonna jump right into the video. If you don't know what plantain is, it's basically, a lot of people think it's like a fried banana, but that's not what it is. A lot of people, it's very sweet. It's a sweet dish that we make. People eat it as dessert even, but we don't do that. We just eat it as a side. You can even eat it as your main thing. But it's really easy to make. It's not a banana though, it's plantain. They're two different things. But basically for this, all you do is I'm gonna cut along the edges. I'm gonna slice it down. I maybe make like 3 cuts, but it's your own preference. And then I'm gonna peel it open. I'm gonna open it up. So it'll be like this. This is what it looks like. And then from there, I'm gonna take it I'm gonna have my knife in my dominant hand and the plantain in the other hand, and I'm just gonna slice it slantedly. Slice it. And it's your preference. Some people like to slice it in circles. I like to slice mine slanted because it makes, more, it's bigger, and I don't know, I think it looks better that way. So this is what it's gonna look like after you sliced all of it together. It's just in the shape of this. This is the shape that I sliced mine into. And then after I do that, very simple. After I do that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of seasoning salt, just a little bit. You don't want it to be too salty because it's not gonna taste good. And then I'm just gonna mix it around, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fry it. So that's where we're gonna go to next. Okay guys, so basically I have my oil here. This is really hot oil, so you wanna be careful. You wanna let your oil heat up so it's super hot. A way to test, you can drop some salt in there and see. A way to test, you can drop some salt in there just to make sure it's hot. But anyways, I'm gonna pour it. This is I'm deep frying these plantains. So basically I just add them in one at a time. Because I don't want to get popped by the oil, because that will hurt. That's it. And then I'm going to turn it. You want to let it cook a little bit until it gets brown, and you want to keep continuing to flip it and turn it because you don't want it to burn. It can burn easily. And then lower the heat as you go. So you see how it's already turning brown? So it cooks fast. This is deep frying it, so it cooks really fast. So you want to make sure that once it's done cooking, you take it off immediately because this will burn really quickly. Okay guys, so the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna make the eggs. So I have my pan. I'm gonna use a big pan because I'm making a lot of food. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my light to like 4 to start out with. And then I'm gonna place my oil on the pan. You wanna make sure you have enough oil so the eggs aren't super dry because it doesn't taste good that way. But you don't want to have too much to where it's like soaking in oil. Okay, so now that my oil has heated up, I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions first. And you want to let that cook for a little bit. You want to let it settle in so the flavor can get captured in the oil. So after they've gotten a little lighter in color, I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic and ginger. Now I'm gonna add my carrots. And I'm gonna let that sit. Also, if you see that your food is starting to, like the oil is starting to not be enough, you can always add more oil just to make it full. Okay, now that the carrots have cooked, I am going to add in all my peppers. So I'm adding in my red pepper first. See how colorful it is? And then I am going to mix them all up. Okay, so I basically let that steam and cook over for about 1 minute. So now I'm gonna add in my tomatoes. You wanna do it in this order because you don't want the things to get too soggy, like the tomatoes. You don't wanna cook that first. So I'm gonna add in my tomatoes. And then I'm gonna let that sit for about another minute. And now I'm gonna add in my spinach. And remember, I hope you guys washed all your food before you cut it up. That's important. Please don't cook without washing your food. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning to taste. I'm gonna add some Mrs. Dash. I'm gonna add some seasoning salt. I'm gonna add some Slap Your Mama. Hot sauce or hot seasoning. And then we're gonna let that cook for about 30 seconds to a minute before we add in our egg. Okay, now I'm gonna add in my egg. You don't want to start mixing it until you see the edges are starting to form, okay? Because it's just gonna get too messy. You want to wait for the edges. You see the egg around the edges, wait for it to form, and then you can start turning it. Also, at this point, if you want, you can even turn the heat a little lower if you've been cooking at a higher heat. If you've been cooking at a higher heat than 4, I've been cooking at 4. At this point is when you want to turn the heat lower because you want it all to cook evenly. So when you flip it, it's gonna look nice and not all messed up. So at this point, you can start flipping it. You just want to make sure the bottom doesn't burn, so you have to keep checking this. So I don't recommend going away and coming back. So yeah, you're just gonna basically keep turning it until it is done, and that's it. So here is the final product. This is even a good meal if you want to lose weight and you're looking for a low, diet that you can use to eat healthily, this is perfect for that. So here's the final. Okay guys, so I just finished cooking my egg, my plantain, and I plated my food. This is a simple meal. You don't even have to eat it just for breakfast. You can eat it for lunch. It's healthy, it's filling. If you like eggs a lot, you can give this at any time of day. Simple, fast meal, 10 minutes or less. But this is my delicious, beautiful. So that is what it looks like, and we're gonna be digging in. I'm gonna take a bite right now, actually. It's the Chima Love Cooking Show, okay? You can never go wrong here. Never. We did good. So I just wanted to drop this recipe on you guys so you guys could enjoy and have a good meal. Like, I eat good like me, okay? I want to help everybody eat good. And that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know in the comments below. Also, I will be adding all the ingredients to the description box. So look there when you want to go to the grocery store and get all the ingredients you need for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you next time. Bye.